James Anderson from RotoWire here with 3 late round options for saves in your 2025 fantasy baseball leagues. I don't subscribe to the don't pay for saves mantra, at least not in the high stakes leagues I play in, but fewer and fewer closers are trustable each year, and even the best laid plans can go awry, forcing us to look for cheap saves at the end of drafts. These 3 relievers are all going after pick 300 in recent high stakes drafts, starting with Seth Halvorsen of the Rockies. This might be the first time I've advocated for drafting a Rockies reliever, but Halvorsen brings a tantalizing skill set to the table, and there's a wide open closer role in Colorado. Halvorsen throws a 4-seam fastball and a dastardly sinker, both of which average 100 miles an hour. And he also throws an 89-mile-an-hour splitter and 89-mile-an-hour slider. So this is a premium ninth-inning repertoire, and Halvorsen just lacks notable prospect pedigree, and the fact he's a Rockies reliever has dampened the excitement. Halvorsen saved 9 games in the minors last year and 2 games in the majors in just 12.1 innings with a 1.46 ERA and an 0.81 whip. There's no guarantee Halvorsen has the closer job to start 25, but he'd be my favorite pick to lead them in saves, and he's the only reliever on the roster who has a chance to provide significantly positive ratios and strikeouts to go with those saves. So, yes, I'm advocating drafting a Rockies reliever in the top 400. Next option for cheap saves, Jason Adam, currently the setup man with the Padres, but we know the Padres are looking to trim payroll. They could look to move closer Robert Suarez, who's due $9.2 million this year and can opt out after the 2025 season. If they do move Suarez, Adam looks like the obvious fill-in in the 9th inning. He's got an impeccable track record with a 2.12 ERA and an 0.87 whip over the last 3 seasons to go with 24 saves over that span. Maybe the Padres hold Robert Suarez and you're left with just a premium setup man in Jason Adam instead of a closer. But there's a top 10 closer upside here if Suarez does get dealt, and that move would surprise nobody. Final option if you're looking for cheap saves at the end of your draft, Jesus Tinoco of the Marlins. This is a deep cut as it's a bad team with a bad bullpen, and Tinoco isn't even the presumed favorite for saves there, at least according to the drafting public, as teammate Calvin Foucher has an ADP of 349 over the last 2 weeks, and Tinoco's ADP is 425. However, while Foucher's cutter is probably the nastiest pitch of the duo, Tinoco has the nasty slider to go with significantly better command and a similar fastball velocity. Tinoco had a 7.4% walk rate last year compared to Foucher's 11.1% rate. They both had fewer than 10 career saves in the majors. Similar fastball velocity, like I said. Relievers on bad teams aren't the best sources for saves, but Tinoco has a chance to get you 20-plus saves while providing quality ratios and strikeouts, and he's cheap enough that you are likely going to cut the player you take with that pick anyway, so why not take Tinoco and see if he's got the job early in the year? Head over to rotowire.com/try for free access to the site with no credit card required.